Hi Leah, here is a video just on how to complete some tasks in your student portal. Apologies if there's a bit noisy, I'm just outside at home. So first of all, you'll land yourself here on your home screen for Certificate 4. Okay. Or if I take it a step back, this is the home screen. You won't see the first aid occurrences there potentially. So what I'll do is I'll just click on my Cert 4 in fitness. Okay, you'll see that I've completed one of the topics. I can show you what that is. It'll come up with straight away, if you're in the learning plan, which I'm scrolling around up here. Okay, make sure you're on the learning plan. You've got pre-course activities. That's something that you definitely need to do if you haven't done them already. So one of them is enrollment information. If I click on that icon, it gives me 10 minutes to complete basically 4-question quiz that you need to do. It's pretty simple. I'll start the attempt here to show you how quick it is. Okay, it gives you 4 emergency contact type questions. I've added emergency contact person and phone number to my profile page in the student platform. True. Save and next, this little icon down the bottom here. I understand that it's my responsibility to keep this emergency contact person and phone number up to date at all times. True. Save and next. Okay, medical conditions. I confirm that I do not have any medical conditions that impact my learning or ability to complete the required activities in this course. Note, if you have a medical condition, select false for this question and Fit College team member will contact you with some support options. Okay. I understand it's my responsibility to update my medical details in my student profile as soon as I become aware of any challenges to my health, etc., etc. Okay, so I'm submitting the assessment by clicking this button down the bottom. Okay, and it gives me just are you sure you would like to do this? Okay, and I've scored 4 out of 4 for that one. Okay, I'm going to click exit up here after that little test. Okay. Now, if you find yourself at this screen, you think, I don't know how to get back out of here. Okay, all I do is I go across this little address link, I guess. I could go all the way back to home, but what I'm going to do is just go to my Cert 4 in fitness. Okay, it's taken me to pre-course activities, enrollment information. So it's like a little steps menu. Okay, so I've still got one topic completed because I haven't finish my language literacy and numeracy, so you do need to do that. I won't do that now because it's a little bit longer for this video, but you can see there that I've completed my enrollment information and I've also completed my key exercise library. If I click on that, all it's asking me to do is show that I have got access to all of these different options, whether they be videos, you've got advanced prehab, Swissball, scripts, so you've got all of these at your disposal throughout the course. When I went in and clicked on that same sort of icon for an exam, it asks me to review it. It simply says I have these options and I can come back to them at any time. I've reviewed them. We're not going to quiz you in that on the exercises. All it's going to say is that you have them, you've had the opportunity to review them and you can come back to them at any time. So that would also need to be done. Without doing these 2 previous things, pre-course activities and the exercise library, because it's a computer system and it works in sequence, it might start to affect your ability to access things further down the track. Okay, so you do need to have those as fully complete, as you can see here. You can see that my pre-course activities is half complete. So, lead effective teams, which is where we're at the moment. What are the topic that we've completed this week? So I'm just going to click my little arrow on the side here. In here, it gives me a tab for the lectures. Okay. Here. So if I went into that, it would have the content that we've gone through in the week. I've got an assessments tab. In the assessments tab, I've got instructions on how to complete the assessments. I've got the assessment logbook. I'm just going to close that back up. Okay, directly underneath that assessments tab, you've got these 3 or 4 icons, and you can see they've got a little cloud and a computer there. So what that's symbolizing is that we're trying to get the document from your computer into the student cloud for us to review. The forms that you've used in class are in the forms section. You probably know that by now, and there's then additional resources individual to that topic. Okay, so if I want to upload a task, I'm going to simply click on one of these icons. What you will notice that they are individual tasks, so it's not a submit everything into one task. So even if your forms have tasks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many numbers, that's fine if you have them all saved onto one document and saved as one document rather than split apart as only task 1 forms only. Okay, I'm completely fine with that, because what I'll do when I'm marking is it will tell me what task I'm actually marking. So all I'll do is I will just scroll to task 3 if I'm marking task 3. I won't look at task 1 or 2 because that's irrelevant for me in this marking process. So you can keep them all on one form if that suits you. Otherwise, you can split them apart into separate documents. I don't mind. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll just click on this little cloud computer icon in task 1. It's going to load up the assessment details. So it'll tell you about all the brief of the task. Okay, all the stuff that we've covered in class about shopping centre promotional activities and hours and rostering, and all the stuff for task 1 that was in there. It gives you that information. Up here in the top right hand corner, I think there might even be one right down the bottom. No, right up in the top corner here it says start attempt. Okay, I'm going to click on start attempt. Because it's just a submission point, it's nothing, it's not a time limited thing. So if you need to spend a bit of extra time, I'm going to scroll all the way down. What it's now created at the bottom of the screen is an option for me to just browse my computer for the files. Now, I don't have necessarily a Lead Effective Teams task 1 completed document because I didn't do that with you in class. But let me just, choose any documents. I'll go to my downloads. Maybe I've got a Lead Effective Teams document there somewhere. Maybe not. Doesn't really matter. I was just trying to show you for the purpose of. Okay, but let's say it's this one here. I'll just scroll in. Okay, so I know it says task 1 group exercise, but maybe you've got it saved as task 1 Lead Effective Teams, or Lead Effective Teams all tasks with your name on it, or something like that. But I would highly encourage that you name your files so that you're able to locate them easy. I would say on a daily basis I send information or tasks back to students which are the complete wrong documents. Sometimes they're even named really well, but for some strange reason someone's gone and got a group fitness task for a Lead Effective Teams. But try to have a system on your computer where you minimize those mistakes. If it's just something that hasn't really got a file name, so for instance take something like this, okay, that might be really difficult for you to identify what actual task it is if it's just come through as some random numbers. So please do, for your sake, try and save it as something that's going to be easy for you to understand. So what I'll do is I'm just going to click on that. Obviously each person's computer is different. You can upload more than one file, okay, but what I've done is if I zoom in here, it's the Cert for nutrition done. So this is obviously a student document that I've opened to mark. It's saved to my computer. Okay, what I'm going to do is now upload that file. Okay, so now you can see it's uploaded. It's got a little green tick. Okay. I would have needed to sort of select multiple files when I was selecting them from my computer, and that can upload into here. Again, it shows how it's probably easier to keep everything into one document because what you've noticed there is it's not allowing me to go back in and upload more files at this stage. Okay, but let's say that's all the files I need into one document, which is amazing. I go down to the bottom here and I'm going to click submit. Okay, now I'm going to go and have to need to mark that file because someone's going to open it up and go, what the hell, why is Nick submitting files to be marked? So that's okay, but it now should show you how you actually upload a task. So that's it. It's as easy as it is. I'll just take us back to the Certificate 4 in Fitness. Okay, what you'll notice here is Lead Effective Teams Task 1, Develop PD Plan is submitted, and these are not started, so you can go in and individually do the same for those. The final thing there is another exam in inverted commas, or a review and agree. So that one's just going to ask you again a simple question about Lead Effective Teams and probably a yes or no answer. Some other units will have actual knowledge assessments that are time-based, multiple choice type questions, true or false type questions. Okay, but we can chat about those in class. But you should be able to now follow along with this video, and you know, hopefully that can answer your questions on how to submit a task. Thanks.